Hello everyone. My apologies for being late. I can't believe I've been ready for 3 hours and then I got busy sending an email and there it was gone. Oh, so apologies. I do have the card. I don't have the lights on. There we go. Getting things going here. Yeah, I went live before I was all ready, but that's okay. I just have to go and... Hey, Norma. Hey, Janet. I have to get my machine. Hang on. Oh, my goodness gracious. Whew. Okay. Straighten this out. There we go. Oh, poinsettias tonight. Poinsettias and Blackberry Bliss. Isn't that gorgeous? I wish you guys could see this because this is made with this shimmery white cardstock. And it's like having Wink of Stella on your card but not having to add it. Hi, Holly. Hi, Wendy. So glad you guys could make it. Thank you so much. Oh, rush, rush, rush. Okay. I took a deep breath. Let me get the recipe out so I can tell you what I'm using. Put that there like that. Get things all... Okay. I don't like rushing. I don't know why I do this to myself. An envelope. Blackberry Bliss card base. That is 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, let's put this up here out of the way. Then I have a piece of basic white, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. And hi, Diana. And this is what the inside looks like. And this is what the envelope looks like. Okay. Then I have 5 1/4 by 4 shimmery white. And we're going to emboss it with the music, what's it called? Merry Melody embossing folder. And then I have some pieces to do die cuts. And a piece to do the sentiment. And a piece to do the Blackberry Bliss die cuts. And then we're going to back it all up with designer paper. And then... apparently, I didn't fix this. So I made the original card, and then I went looking for the number of the Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon, only to realize that, oops, it's retired. So I had, on the original one, I took it off, and I put the black glittered organdy ribbon, and it looks fine on there. So I have to get that. No. Apparently I was bad and didn't take my Blackberry Bliss ribbon out of the active pile, and yeah. Okay, so I'm taking the envelope, the card base, the inside piece, and the designer paper, putting it off to the side. These are all for die cuts, and this one I'm going to emboss. As soon as I find... Okay, so what I'm using is the Poinsettia dies, the Poinsettia Petals Stamp Set. Now, these are carried forward from last year. You can still get them both, but they're no longer bundled. Oh, Carla, me too. I've had so much fun with this. Hey, Carmen, I've got a big bag of stuff for you. Don't forget. Yes, Wendy, I love my poinsettias. And I'm having my class finally after a year. We're having class on Friday and Saturday. I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming. Stuff has been prepped since last year at this time when I was supposed to have my class. Okay, so I'm switching the machine around here and I'm going to emboss the piece of shimmery white with Norma, you've been waiting a long time for this class. And then on the 18th of October, I'm doing the Powell River ones. Now, they not only have Poinsettia Petals to do, but they also have the Snowflake Wishes class that they never got to do. Okay, so I just embossed this and took it out of the embossing folder the way it's supposed to be. And I'm going to put a little arrow on there because I don't read music, but I want it to be the right way up. So that'll let me know which way it is, because the embossing folder is built upside down, because there's the treble clefs. See them on that side? Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you're home safe and sound in all this horrible wet weather. Hey, Val. Oh, no cheesies? Oh, no. How are we going to survive without cheese? You eating cheesies? Hey, Jean. Hi, Sharon. Welcome, everybody. What an ugly, 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 ugly night it is out there. Holy Aunt Jemima. I tell you, there's more rain happening out there. So for those of you last night that wanted me to send you some rain, I can send you even more. Okay, so I have to die cut one of each of the poinsettias. So there's 4 layers. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get all 4 layers on here or not. It's okay, that's why I have other pieces. And one of these. And then 2 of these. Okay. Oh, Jean, yes, please. I would love some heat because it's cold. I sat around with a winter sweater on most of the day. Oh, Val, losing power sucks, because that's when you realize how dependent you are on the power. Okay, running all these through slowly, because they're embossing and die cutting at the same time. So I just want to make sure that they get a chance to emboss as it goes through. There we are. Okay, so I have used press and seal to put my 2 pieces together, because the outside cuts and the inside embosses. So this is the end result. So they did the outside separately so you can, oh, excuse me, so you could die cut the stamped images. But I find I rarely stamp these images and die cut them. Right, especially now, because I can't have any classes that have stamping in them. So that's why the one on this weekend has to be in person, because otherwise we can't complete it. Okay, so I'm pushing this out like that. Oh, God. Janet, you mean this one? Battery-operated candles and the CBC radio. Oh, my. That's why we have... That's why we have Kobos. Because when we're at the cabin and don't have power, then we still can read our books. Okay, so Janet, I take the stem out first and punch a few of these and then gently pull it out. And by starting at the weakest point, it lets you extricate that a little bit easier. Hope that helps. Okay, so I have another white one to do. And then I have 3 Blackberry Bliss ones to do. So we're going to be here a while. Janet, have you tried, you probably have, parchment paper? I find that it works really good at first. They must warm up or something the more you use them, because when I'm prepping for a class, I'm noticing that the more I use it, the more difficult it is to get the die cuts out. And Janet, the problem could be the wax paper, because it gums up your die. So try using some Goo Gone or WD-40 or something and giving your die a really good clean. Because that's why they told us a few years ago not to use wax paper in our dies anymore, because it leaves a film on your dies and it will gum them up to the point where they're really hard to get the paper out. Okay, another one. There's 2. One more Blackberry Bliss one, and then we've got her. So, did anybody have a chance to be creative today? Did you get anything done? I got my November cards created. I'm excited. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of those, 3 of those. Now we have the Merry Christmas to stamp. Oh, Norma, I'm sorry. Oh, good, Val. Yes, I had another one of those days where I didn't feel like doing anything businessy. I wanted to create. And I kind of take advantage of those when they show up, because I want to, don't get them all the time when I want to just create. So it was nice. Oh, I love Blackberry Bliss. Oh, Carol. Sewing stuff. Oh, good for you, Jean. Happy mail. Yay. It's Mail It Monday. My Monday didn't get mailed because so I was just trying to walk on my foot and I kept feeling something on the bottom of my slipper, and look what was stuck to the bottom of my slipper. This is one of the square gems. I had them out earlier to see if they would work on a card I was making, and apparently it fell out, ended up on the floor, and I stepped on it. I wonder how long I've been walking around with that on my foot. So these are the square gems. I got them. I still haven't used them because I can't find the right card. What kind of Christmas stuff are you sewing, Carol? Okay, I'm going to flag the end of this, but I don't want it quite that long, so I'm just going to trim it down a bit. Carmen. Oh. And then you came home and then you had to unpack everything? Creatively packing. You know, women are good at that. Men, not so much. Whenever we're going anywhere, Ted lets me pack the vehicle. Pot holders. Cool. Okay. We need this. And we need this. We're going to put this, make sure that it's the right way up. Yep. I'm going to put this on here, and I made it long so that I can cut it off at each end. Well, I guess sort of I'm making Christmas presents too, because I'm making my Christmas cards. Oh, and I was sitting there the other night watching TV and got bored because I don't like just sitting there. I like to be busy doing stuff. So I hauled out my knitting that I've been working on for about 4 years. It's an Afghan. I like knitting Afghans because you don't have to sew them together afterwards. And it's kind of an argyle pattern. So it's got cables and twists, and every row is different in a 24-row pattern. It was a little bit difficult getting used to it again. 2 packages of Costco toilet paper and cooler are in the car. We'll deal with that in the morning. Toilet paper. Yep, I'm ready for another toilet paper apocalypse myself. It's from the stamp set, Norma. I like it. It's very elegant. It's very long, however. And, of course, you could cut it in half and make it not quite so long. You can use it in 2 different pieces. You could also, if you had a stamp set that had the Merry in one font and the Christmas in the other, or use that Merry and use the Christmas font, Christmas from another font, it would look nice pieced together too. Okay, I need this because I just got adhesive on my thing. Now, where's it going to go? Right about there. Ah. Yeah, I was supposed to be packing stuff out to the trailer today to get ready for our camping trip next week, but in all this rain, there's no way. Absolutely no way I was going out there to haul stuff out to the trailer. There we go. Ah! Okay. Get a couple of pieces of tear and tape to put over top of that ribbon. Just like that. Yes, it is a very pretty font. I find Stampin' Up! Uses a lot of really cool fonts. Of course, they have to pay for them too. There we are. Now this is going to go right onto our Blackberry Bliss card base. Oh, wait, I should put adhesive on the rest of it. Oh my good Lord. The brain cells must be waterlogged, or they're just normal, because apparently I do this quite often. The other day I was making a card, and I always audition with my temporary adhesive, and I got the card all put together, the recipe all done, and the pictures, and all of the steps that I do, and then I realized that I hadn't attached the main layer to the card. All the pieces were on the first layer, but the first layer wasn't attached to the card base, so that would have been a disaster. There we go. Okay, I just had to make that fold a little bit crisper because it wasn't lying down the way I wanted it. There we go. Okay. Let's put the flower together now. Now, this one I just did flat. This one I'm going to give it a little bit of a texture to the petals because it looks alive that way. So I'm just going one way with them so it pops them up a bit. Then I turn it over and I go under a little bit so they don't stick up in the air like that. So one way for the whole thing. Turn it over and do just the ends the other way. There we go. Now the little itty bitty one, I'll just do one way. The green DSP is 2 by 5 1/4. I guess I could have told you that. Okay, 3 by 4 Blackberry Bliss to do the stems. Shimmery White 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside and the outside, and then 5 1/4 by 4 1/4 to do some die cutting, 3 1/2 by 2 1/2 to do more die cutting, 3/4 by 3 3/4 for the sentiment, and then the designer papers 2 by 5 1/4. My apologies, I got that out to do that, then I completely forgot. Welcome. Okay, so now I'm going to put some Tombow in the center here, if I can get it to work. This Tombow must be wearing out. It's not playing nice in the sandbox right now. It either squirts out really fast or doesn't come out at all. There we go. I like using Tombow when I'm putting flowers together because when I put them down, if I don't like where they are, then I can move them. But just remember not to press in the middle. You'll end up with glue everywhere. There. Now. Move that over there. And I'm just going to hold it till it sets itself. There we are. Now, some adhesive on the back, some Tombow to hold it in place. Okay, it's not coming out. Now watch, it's going to come out in a big gob. Oops, see? That's what I thought it was going to do. It's all right. I'll just take some off, because otherwise it's going to be way too much. Okay, we're going to put the flower right about there. I'll just hold that for a bit. Oh, sometimes I just take it, put it over top of my garbage can and just squeeze really hard and get a whole big stream of it into the garbage can. Because it can really annoy me. Okay, so I'm going to take the tails off of the stems. Then I don't have to worry about them poking out. There we are. Okay. Glue dots. I like putting these on with the glue dots. One. So I put glue dots on the bottom, and then when I get them on, if they need to have more glue dots, I'll slip one underneath. That one didn't have its center removed. I love Blackberry Bliss. I love the cardstock. I love the ink pad. I love the ribbon. It's just a really pleasing, heartwarming color. And it goes with so many other colors. I was going to use it today for one of my club cards, and I forced myself not to. I was going to use that Blackberry Beauty designer paper, but I changed my mind. Okay, so now we'll take one of these and we'll slide it in here. This card doesn't take too long to create either. And we'll take one and slide it in there. And we'll take the other one, we'll slide it in here. And then one of the shimmery ones, kind of have to play with it, make sure it doesn't go out past the edge of your card or you won't get it in your envelope. Uh-oh. Come here. That one's not going to work. Ooh. Don't let me forget to tell you who won the mini paper trimmer, because I do have a winner. I do. The hardest part is getting these underneath here so that they look nice and they don't hang out past the edge of the card. There we go. Now, the sentiment I'm going to put here, but I'm not going to put dimensionals on the top. I'm just going to put them at the bottom so that they just hover over top of the ribbon and don't sit on top of it. So which is the bottom? This is the bottom. So I'm using the little ones so I can do that. And we'll just put that right about there, I think. Yep. That looks good. Now to finish it off, I have some matte decorative dots. You can give me grief all you want, Jean. I did say that if people from the States wanted to enter it and your name was drawn, I would have a prize for you too, but there we go. 3 of those little dots right in the center of that there poinsettia, and look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay, I'll put that off to the side because I haven't stamped my inside in my envelope yet, so I still have to do that. See, I was sponging today. Thanks, Jean, Janet, Valerie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I should show you. I've got extra cardstock here. Should show you the Blackberry Bliss trick. I know a lot of you know about it, but I just like doing it every chance I get. So I'm going to pretend that some of you don't know the Blackberry Bliss trick, because I haven't tried it on Shimmery White cardstock yet. So we need to do that. Let me bring in a piece. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Carmen. I love that stamp set too. Okay. So when you stamp with Blackberry Bliss, you can use Wink of Stella or a blender pen or something. I prefer Wink of Stella because, you know, I like bling, but this is Shimmery White cardstock. But look what it does. It pulls the color out of the Blackberry Bliss and you end up with pink. Is that not stunning? I just love this. I was first taught this trick about 4 years ago when Blackberry Bliss first came out. It was an in color at that point. And I was so sad when it retired because I loved doing this. But then they brought it back when they did their color recharge. So do you see how it's reactivating that ink? Which a lot of our colors do, but this one turns the most gorgeous shade of pink. Isn't that beautiful? It does. The darker the color, well, it works with really dark colors. It works really well with Evening Evergreen and Mossy Meadow. The ones that are dark and intense. And you don't have to use Wink of Stella. You can use your blender pen. Or you can use you could use a water painter, but you'd end up with a totally different look because it would be watercoloring. See, now it's starting to dry. So you do have a little bit of time to reactivate the ink, but then it dries and then it gets harder and harder to reactivate the ink. So at that point, you could just pick some up from your ink pad if you wanted to finish off. Look at that. Espresso. Maybe. Maybe. Let's have a try. Let me find my cleaner. Can I move the envelope? Which envelope? You mean this? That was the inside piece. Okay, so let's try early espresso. I will just do part of one in case you guys want to try another color. And this is all the cardstock I've got here at this point. Okay, there's early espresso. Yeah, it's not reactivating the ink a lot. It is a little bit, but not like it did for the Blackberry Bliss. So you're getting a very, very faint color in there. So yes, it does, but not very well. Maybe my wink of Stella is drying out too. That could be the issue. You get a lovely light milk chocolatey color. Bit of a dud, yeah, bit of a dud. So, I still got room. Do you want to try any other color while I'm here? I think it was because my wink of Stella was dry. It's time to get a new one out, I think. It does, but not a lot. Nowhere near what it does with the Blackberry Bliss. A Night of Navy. Rosemary, that's what Night of Navy is, a midnight blue. This is the darkest blue we have. This one works. You see it pulling the blue in. So if you wanted to make your flowers so that they were bluish in the center and then pull it out like that, start from the center. Yeah, it's not, it's reactivating a bit. It is pretty. They have to be really intense, and probably the wetness of your ink pad would make a difference as well. If you had a really juicy ink pad, it might work a little bit better. But this is gorgeous, this blue. Trying to get a leaf here. Of course, I don't have any thingies here. I've done it with Evening Evergreen on, I don't know what card it was we were doing. The one that had the striped leaves. Oh, I know what it is. It's that Bloom Where You're Planted stamp set. Because the solider the stamp, of course, the more ink you have to work with. So it works. It works. This has still got some stuff in it, so I'm just going to see if I can get more down to the tip. Make it work a little bit nicer for this. There. You have to have Wink of Stella working on your brush, or some kind of a liquid to reactivate it. And of course, when it reactivates it shiny. Which is really odd, considering this is like shiny paper, and now we have shiny on top of shiny, but you can never have too much bling. There you go. So if you have, if your Wink of Stella is working a little bit better, you'll get the color coming out. There, see, it's starting to come out in the brown now too. There we are. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Oh, pardon me. Every time I do one of these things, I get a sneezes. So there it is. That's reactivating the ink with your Wink of Stella. And there's the Blackberry Bliss. It works best with the Blackberry Bliss. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Valerie. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. And we'll put the inside. Which is kind of weird. We wouldn't put the inside outside, so I don't know why I said that, but you know. So Louise was a big winner this weekend. This past, on the 18th, we had a Canada-wide team thing for a bunch of, with my Silver Sisters. So there was 14 of us put on this day-long event for our teams, and with prizes and stuff. And there was around just shy of 300. I think there was 299 people came to it. And Louise won a stamp set. She won, Louise won this stamp set. And then when the rest of if you entered a challenge that each of us did, we drew last night at midnight. And I had 2 more team members win. So that's like 3 winners on my team out of 300. That's 10%. Not bad, considering there was 14 of us who had team members in there. It is, thanks, Holly. It is really pretty with the Wink of Stella on there. It adds a little bit. Not so much on this paper because it's already blingy, but on the regular white cardstock, it is really nice. Yes, congratulations to all my winning team members. We have so much fun as a team. And we got a free event coming up on the 23rd of October again. And then January we'll have 2. And all you have to do to be part of my team is to get the Happy Shopper Kit. That's it. You are part of my team. Well, if you get it from me or one of my team members, you're part of my team and you can be involved in all this free stuff. Okay, has anybody got any questions? Want to see anything else? Tomorrow morning I'm doing, I don't want to show you. I'll give you a sneak peek of the card that I'm doing tomorrow in my YouTube. There we go. There's a sneak peek of the one I'm doing tomorrow in my YouTube live at 10 o'clock. It might have a sheep and a bumblebee. Yeah. Sheep are fun. No. Thank you for reminding me. You did not. I did. I missed saying who won the trimmer. I have it here. I have so many notes. I can't tell you how many notes I have on my table right now that have to be dealt with. Okay. Drum roll, please. And the winner of this was number 9, Janet L. from Port Alberni won the mini paper trimmer. Yay! Congratulations, Janet. I'm going out to do deliveries tomorrow, so I will pop it off at your house on the way by. Did I forget to do anything else? I don't think so. Yay! Good. I'm glad. I'll have more giveaways. You know, I've only done half, no, maybe a third of my craft room, and I've got a lot more stuff to give away. Oh, let's do another giveaway this week. Because I have some bedazzling paper that is now retired. So let's give a package of bedazzling paper away. I'm getting a Post-it note. I love giving stuff away. Okay. And if you participate in this one and you are from the outside of Canada, I will give you... I'll send you my card. I'll send you this card if you're from outside Canada and your name is drawn, because I really want you to participate in this too. Okay, so bedazzling paper. By Monday. Oh, that'll be October already. Holy Aunt Jemima. Monday, October the 4th. During my live, I will give away a package of bedazzling paper. And to get your name in the draw, let me see, what do you have to do? Suggestions. What can we do to get our name in the draw? I'm just looking to see if I'm going to have a 50% off item to give away. I am too. Okay, we have to. I have to do a 50% off item too. Find one that doesn't have it. Okay. No, not standing on a head and spitting nickels. No, but you can post. Now that's for Share It Saturday. I'm getting you to post creations. So how about I'm going to upload this to my Facebook page, because you can't share it from here. So if I upload it to my Facebook page, and anyone who likes and shares it on my Facebook page is going to get their name in the draw to win the paper or a card. So you have to like, share, and comment that you shared on the Facebook page. then your name will go in it. Now, they're going to wonder why you're liking and sharing, but I'm not going to share with them what it's all about, because this is for my VIP peeps only. No, that's not fair, because they're going to... Oh, well. Like and comment right here on the VIP page. Like and comment your favorite color. Your favorite Stampin' Up color. Okay, so to get in the draw for the Bedazzling paper, which I will give away next Monday, October the 4th, you need to like the video once it uploads itself, when we're done. So like the video and then comment on there what your favorite Stampin' Up color is. Now, you can't do it yet because once I finish the video, I'm going to put a post in here that says comments after this message will get entered into the draw. Then go in there and tell me your favorite color. And I will give away a package of Bedazzling paper or a card. If you're not in Canada, you'll get a card. If you're in Canada, you'll get the Bedazzling paper. There, so that's done. Now, I have a 50% off item, and I'm putting an order in on, today is the 20th, on the 29th. If you want, I'm going to do a post that I have an item to give away. If you want to be considered for the draw to win a 50% off item, then comment on that post that you'd like to be considered, and then you will be responsible for 50% of the price plus shipping and handling on that 50%. And then if you don't live in town, postage to get it to you. So just be aware, don't order a bundle that has a punch in it, or it's going to cost you about $20 to get that bundle to you. The 50% off item can be anything except a suite and the big Stampin' die cut machine. Everything else. Okay, anybody got anything else they want to share before I say goodnight and get that post done and that comment done so I can give away some more stuff? And don't forget my Share It Saturdays. I'm giving away something. I'm not telling you what it is. If you share a project that you've made in my Share It Saturday. So to find it, you want to do hashtag Share It Saturday. Search for that hashtag in the search part of my group, not the main Facebook app, but my group, and it'll bring it up. And then stick in there your card, and I will be drawing, and I will announce the winners. You're very welcome, and thank you so much for joining me, ladies. I hope you enjoy the rest of your wet and rainy evening, or your dry evening if you don't live where I live. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on my YouTube channel. Stampin' Smiles, and bye for now.